Okay, David here with RadiationHealthRisks.com. Today we're going to do a review video on some WaveWall radiation protection products. When we go through this video, if you get some value out of it, some benefit, if you like it, please remember to hit subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the little bell so that you get notified when we do future videos, and share it on your social media. If you do that, we really appreciate it. All that helps us get the word out. We really appreciate it when people do that. So that's my little plug. Okay, so on this, I'm excited about this video because I've been looking forward to testing these products. Full disclosure, WaveWall was kind enough. They sent me these for the test. But the condition, everybody knows, I tell you if I like it, I tell you if I don't. I'm not trying to show anybody a rosy color just because they sent me stuff to test. So I told them that too before they sent it to me. So anyway, let's get going. The three products that I'm going to test is this. This is their laptop case. Then they've got, if you've watched my other video, you can see I tested the phone case. So if you go to the YouTube channel and look at it was a fairly recent video where I tested a bunch of phone cases, and this one was actually the one that did the best out of the ones that we tested. So that's good. And then their third product is an air tube headset. What I'm going to do is I've got my laptop here. I'm going to turn on my Wi-Fi. I'm going to test for RF radiation. Let me talk just really quickly about EMF radiation. The term EMF, you hear me a lot of times say EMF or RF. EMF stands for electromagnetic fields. There's three types of EMF or electromagnetic radiation, three basic types. The one is electric fields, the other is magnetic fields, and the third is radio frequency fields, or radio frequency radiation, RF radiation for short. So RF radiation is a type of EMF radiation. So RF radiation is the one we're going to test for in this video because it's the most powerful of the three. If these things are blocking RF radiation, they're typically blocking the other as well. Except the case of the air tube headset. What we're going for there is you're going to have, these are electrical wires, so you're going to have, it's a lower frequency. You're going to have some electricity going up the wire, but I'll show you just briefly what you can do to that to block all the higher frequency stuff. And when it comes to electromagnetic radiation, the non-ionizing, from about 1 gigahertz frequency up to about 300 gigahertz, which is the microwave portion of the radio frequency radiation on the electromagnetic radiation spectrum, they call it. Anyway, the higher the frequency within that range, the more dangerous it is said to be. So, and I get lots of people that comment on my different videos and say, that's not true, it's not if it's non-ionizing. Well, go to my website. There's a page there. If you look under featured, there's a page called Scientific Studies, and there's literally hundreds and hundreds of scientific, peer-reviewed scientific, non-biased studies that are done by scientists all over the world, hundreds and hundreds of them, that show that non-ionizing radiation are linked to things like cancer, DNA damage, especially in infants and fetuses, and infertility. There's other stuff too. So anyway, let's turn, I've got the Wi-Fi turned on here, so I'm going to turn on this meter. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. We're going to test the Wi-Fi. You can see when it hits a 1 like that, that means it's pegging the meter. It's doing more than the meter will read, more than 2,000 microwatts per meter squared. Okay, so it's pegging the meter on a regular basis. So now what we're going to do, if we can do this without dumping my laptop on the ground, we're going to go underneath this shield here and test it. You guys may not be able to see quite as good. Apologize. But it's a significant reduction. 19, 3, 15. I saw 67 a minute ago. So it's dramatically reduced. 82, 98. But that's a lot better than 2000. So that's the other thing. Again, this is going to sound like a commercial, but it's really honestly my genuine opinion. Again, if it sucked, I would tell you that it sucked. But this is probably my favorite. I've tried lots of these, different brands of these radiation protection laptop shields. This is my favorite. The reason is it fits my laptop really good. It's, you know, got an inch or so. I don't like the ones that are way huge, but it's got an inch or so it's wider on all edges than the laptop. So I know the radiation it's gonna have a harder time going around the case, and it's flat. Looks like, as I'm saying that, anyway, it's flat, and it's sturdy. I don't know, it just, for me, my personality, I really like it. When I'm working on a desk, I have it on my desk, and I have this sitting on it so that the radiation's not going through my desk down into my lap. If I ever have to use it like a laptop, I can put that on there, and I try not to do that too much, but it'll protect me from that. So I really like that. So now let's test this. To test this, we tested it, like I said in the other video, but we're gonna test it again. I'm gonna make a quick phone call. Now I told them, I got it for free, so I can't complain, but I ordered the wrong one of these cases. This isn't the one that I thought I was getting. My phone won't fit into it. It's one that it has a sticky, and you stick the back of your phone to it. I like the ones where it actually fits in the case. They have one of those. I just got sent the wrong one, apparently. Probably my fault. So I'm going to do I got Wi-Fi on? Yes, and I got Bluetooth on. So I'm going to make a phone call. And before we close this up, so we can compare, I'm going to, see, I've got it's not protecting the phone. Why is the phone going off? There we go. So it's not protecting the phone. So you can see there, I'm gonna just hold it like this. Okay, so we're at 900. It was like 1100 there. Max the meter, 1900, 1200. So that's the reading that you're getting with no protection at all. Then when you stick it in here like this, let's see how that affects the reading. Oh, 122, 400, 300, 174. Hopefully you can see that. 690 something. 1200, 700. 300, so it never pegged the meter, and most of the time it's low. So it's a significant improvement. Again, you still get some radiation that goes around these. You know, the wider they have the case, the protection material around the phone, the more it's, how me say that differently, less radiation is going to get around, but people don't like cases that big. So they've got a pretty good amount of buffer there, but you're still going to get some radiation around. Again, the safest way to use a phone is have it on speakerphone and have it away from you. The next safest way is to use one of these air tube headsets. And the third safest way, or the worst way, is to put it up to your head. Never carry it in your pocket. I don't care what situation. Just carry it in a loose bag or something in a briefcase, so it's got some distance between you and your body. But anyway, still, if I get a call and I don't happen to have my headset handy and I got to take the call, I might hold it a little ways away from my head. You want to try to hold it as even to your head. You don't want it angled like this or like this. You want to try to hold it as even to your head as you can. And I like to keep a couple inches in there if I can, as long as I can still hear. But again, that's last resort, only if you absolutely have to. My theory is I'd rather have some protection there than not. I mean, the cell phone, you're going to buy a cell phone case anyway, might as well get one that protects you. Last item is the air tube headset. These work kind of like a doctor's stethoscope. You know how you got the things go in your ears and you got these plastic tubes that go down to the picks up the sound of your heart. Well, these work kind of the same way. You've got these, you plug these in your ears like that, and you've got some plastic tubes that come down here. These little things here are the speakers. And then you've got an electronic cord. I sound funny with that in my ears. Now, the problem with this cord is, on any air tube headset, is you have some of the RF radiation. When you have this plugged into your cell phone or your laptop, the Wi-Fi radiation or the cell phone radiation, it just goes right up the cord, some of it, like it was an antenna, and goes right into your ears. Or if it's an air tube headset, it'll go up as far as the speakers. And so if you've got the cord laying next to your body like this, or even the speakers next to your body and the cord, especially like with a pregnant woman, you're getting some of that RF radiation into your body. Now, a lot of laptops and different electronic devices, when they come from the factory, they have these things. They don't look exactly like this one, but they have these little cylinder things on the cords that are actually commercial ferrite beads. That's what this is a ferrite bead. If you go to, on my website, RadiationHealthRisks.com, there's a tab that says recommended protections. You go to cell phone protections there, you'll see a link to where you can get these ferrite beads. The reason why it's handy to go there is sometimes I've searched for these a lot on Amazon, and sometimes it's hard to find the right size, or I have a link right to the right size that you need for a cell phone. So anyway, you put a ferrite bead or two. There's lots of videos on YouTube, or several videos, I should say. If you search how does a ferrite bead work, there's some videos where they actually show you. They got a big meter there, and they put a ferrite and it reduces, and then they put another ferrite and it reduces again. Ferrite beads, what they do is they filter off all of the higher frequency other than what's supposed to be on the cord. So now what it does is it removes the RF radiation. You're still going to get some EMF radiation coming up the cord, but it's not going to, it's lower frequency. It's not going to be the higher frequency. And remember, with EMF radiation, at least with RF radiation, the higher the frequency, the more hazardous that it is. So I hope that was helpful. I appreciate you guys. If you're still watching in the video, I didn't put you totally to sleep, so I appreciate you taking time to watch the video. Again, remember to subscribe, hit and like the video, and hit the little bell. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you in the next video. Thank you.